Greetings all, welcome to another sit down video and reviews for some more books that I've read on my TBR or that I had borrowed from my local library. I figure start off with the books that I've DNF'd. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there really isn't a point definitively for me to do so. But if you've read any of these books, feel free to discuss them below. I borrowed The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This was meant to be for a book club that I tried to participate in for this, and I feel like I was spoiled a little bit for it. The other book that I had chosen to DNF was Castle in the Air by the author of the Howl's Moving Castle series, which I have a general rule, which is I don't pick something up after a while, I will just automatically DNF, which ended up being more of the case for Castle in the Air than 7.5 Deaths, but I'm okay with that. Let me know if you've read either one of the books below. I also was able to complete Something Wilder by Christina Lauren, which is, I believe, is one of their more recent books that they've published. This solidified that I enjoyed more of the books within the adult genre. This author does specifically. There is content warnings for attempted theft and death, which happens on page. Just FYI about that. It's a really quick read. If you're like me and you're not the biggest fan of smut, anything from Christina Lauren in their adult rom-com books is what I would recommend checking out. Another book that I was able to complete was Clarice the Brave. I am most likely going to get rid of this book specifically because something about it just didn't click. I prefer reading series that McMahon writes over her standalones. I'm not saying any of this because it's bad, because it's not. Because I'll still continuously support McMahon, but I just realized that I just don't click with the standalones that she writes because just something doesn't click right. The next thing I'm going to and final thing as of this video that I'm going to be discussing is Going Wild by Liz McMahon. Reading this made me realize that I prefer reading her series over her standalones. I will still read whatever she comes out with, whether it's young adult or middle grade. Genuinely, she's a sweetheart in real life. There are trigger warnings for like kidnapping, bullying, that sort of thing. I am grateful that Kelly had developed to be better than she was. I have a feeling that she's just giving me an entitled pain in the ass throughout the entirety of the series. That's just the vibe that she's giving off right now. There's also the mention of a divorce via Kelly.